Yeah? Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, my dilemma is understanding how to apply the presence in this reality.
What do you mean, this reality? You're separating presence and reality.
Okay, what is what we think is real? The unreal. How do we put the real in the...
You cannot. You cannot put anything, because the ego is still attempting to make sense out of it. You cannot make sense of the real. Sense only exists for your human experience. You cannot make sense of what is real, so you can only see it, to allow it. You see? There's only, when you think this reality, you call it everyday life. Okay? Like one time a person asked me, he says, well, how do you live everyday life when I go to the center and we sing and choir and we're so happy? But what happens when I'm home vacuuming? Then I'm not so happy. Okay? And she was separating one thing from another. You see, she doesn't realize that when she's at the center and when she's vacuuming, it's still the same now. The only thing that's different is that now she's carrying a vacuum cleaner and before she's in a choir. But the same thing is now. And the now is unchangeable. So you don't need to do anything or change anything or to apply anything, but to see that nothing has ever changed. The now is always now. It is always complete. It is always the presence. But are you willing to see it? You see, you might say, but I've never seen it. How can I see it? Okay, did you know that the presence is obvious? Just be as you are. Aren't you looking without a head? I mean, I see you, but I don't see myself. And if right now there's no self-consciousness, there's no need to be this or that, aren't you just here, just now, just being? That's presence. It's no big deal. You're always in presence. But there's the thought, I must be this way. I must think this way. I must overcome this. I must fix this. I have to attain this. Or isn't this better than this? Or what if this happens? You see? But what if? I'll say that. The mind becomes totally quiet. And you just hear. Then you'll find that there is peace here. This is the presence. Everything else is just a movement. Everything is just a movement. The thoughts in your head have reality because you make them real. You see? Out of habit. But your thoughts, did you know that your thoughts are not yours? They're a conditioned past. There are stories that might have happened about you. But you are new every moment. Your body changes every so many years even. You're not the same body when you were a teenager. You're not the same body when you were a baby. So your body is recycling all the time. See, every moment is you. But we carry the past with us. And it keeps repeating. And why does it repeat? Very simple. Because we don't want it to repeat. Anything that you resist persists. That's a psychological term. It's also called the law of reversed effort. Anything that you try to get, okay, especially of a spiritual nature, you'll get the opposite. Because spirituality, even the word spirituality becomes another conditioned word. Who you are is being conditioned all the time by concepts.
And how does, if you just appeared in the presence and just be, how do you accomplish? How do you...
Everything is accomplished through you. You see, that is the beautiful thing, and thank you for asking that. Okay? You see, I used to ask that all the time. Unless I do it, it can't be done. But this intelligence that created you, that's keeping your heart beating, that it created this body that you have, everything that you are, is this. Okay? Is this appearing. If you begin to trust this immense intelligence, it will guide you. it will guide you. It will speak through you. It will guide you to what you need to do. It's called love. Okay? It's called love. So many people says, I don't know what to do with my life. Hogwash. You do, but you're so confined with thought what you should be doing and how to do it, that leave your child alone and they'll show you what they love to do. They'll be doing it. Okay? Because there isn't much thought yet. So, unless the parents, of course, are shouting, and they should be doing this, and you should get grade A in class, you should be good. And they should. But if you allow someone to be free and to do what they love to do, it's there, it's shown you, and it expresses through you. And that is the beautiful thing about life, but it's very difficult for most people because you're so caught in doing that we do not allow this incredible intelligence to work through us, to show us. We're being shown moment to moment all the time. Even when I was rushed to the hospital and everything else, there was that grace, because I didn't do it. I don't do anything, and I realized that. But there was that moment when I accepted everything. But I didn't accept it. It was just grace. It just happened. And I'm very grateful for that. It's just like the shift. I didn't create the shift. It was there. And you know that it's real. You know beyond a shadow of a doubt it's real. You see? It's more real than anything. And this is how you're shown. We've had realizations that convinces you beyond any doubt that this is it. You just know. How do you know you exist? You don't mind if I pick on you, do you?
No.
That's great. Good.
Maybe we'll answer some of my questions.
Yeah. How do you know you exist?
Only because I'm aware of my body.
Yeah, because you're aware.
I'm aware.
You're aware, right?
I can see it.
Yeah, and who's aware?
The ego, I guess, is aware of its, of what it doesn't like and what it likes.
What is ego to you?
Well, I learned about all this there about a couple of years ago, so I'm trying to understand that I am someone different than an ego. But I'm having a really difficult time leaving the ego and doing nothing.
Who's going to leave the ego? Don't mind me repeating this because it's very important. And you're fresh and new here, and
they're all going, oh boy, she got one.
No. They won't. They're too intelligent to say that. No. They won't be saying that. But I'm picking on you because you're beautiful. She said, "Oh, it's my ego does this." My and ego, you are creating. You're creating a separation continuously here. There is no you and ego. Ego is the idea that you're separate. Are you understanding? That's all it is. That's all it is. The idea that there's other than God, that there's other than now, that there's other than presence. That's what ego is.